Ever wondered if you could practice a new skill, perfect a presentation, or even train for a sport while you sleep? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's a very real phenomenon known as lucid dreaming. So, what exactly is lucid dreaming? Put simply, it's the state of being aware that you are dreaming while you are in the dream itself. Imagine you're in the middle of a bizarre dream. Maybe you're flying over a city made of candy, and suddenly, a part of your mind goes, "Hey, wait a minute, this is a dream." That moment of awareness is the gateway to lucid dreaming. Once you become lucid, you can often gain some level of control over the dream's narrative, your actions within it, and the dream environment itself. It's like having a personal virtual reality simulator powered by your own mind, where the only limits are your imagination. This isn't just a fun party trick for your brain. It's a powerful state of consciousness that has fascinated philosophers, scientists, and spiritual seekers for centuries. Ancient Tibetan Buddhist monks practiced what they called dream yoga to achieve spiritual insights. In the modern era, scientific research, particularly the work of psychophysiologist Stephen Loberg, has validated the existence of lucid dreaming and opened the door to exploring its incredible potential. By using prearranged eye movement signals, lucid dreamers were able to communicate with researchers from within their dreams, proving that consciousness can indeed be awake while the body is asleep. This breakthrough transformed lucid dreaming from a fringe curiosity into a legitimate field of psychological and neurological study. Today, we're just beginning to scratch the surface of what's possible when we tap into this unique state of mind. And one of the most exciting frontiers is its application in skill acquisition and performance enhancement. Now, let's talk about the incredible connection between our minds and our bodies. It's something we experience every day, even if we don't always notice it. Think about a time you felt nervous before a public speech. Your heart probably started racing, your palms got sweaty, maybe your voice even trembled a little. Those physical reactions weren't caused by a physical threat. They were triggered entirely by your thoughts and emotions. Your mind sends signals to your body, preparing it for a perceived challenge. This is the mind-body connection in action. Conversely, physical activity can profoundly affect our mental state. Going for a run can clear your head and boost your mood, thanks to the release of endorphins. This two-way street between our mental and physical selves is the foundation for many performance-enhancing techniques. Like visualization, elite athletes have been using visualization for decades. A basketball player might mentally rehearse making a free throw over and over, imagining the feel of the ball, the arc of the shot, the sound of the swish. A surgeon might walk through a complex procedure in their mind before ever picking up a scalpel. They do this because mental rehearsal activates the same neural pathways in the brain as physical rehearsal. The brain doesn't always distinguish perfectly between a vividly imagined action and an action that's actually performed. This is where lucid dreaming enters the picture as a game changer. It takes the concept of visualization to a whole new level. In a lucid dream, you're not just imagining the experience. You are asterisk the experience. It's a fully immersive multi-sensory simulation. You can feel the grip on the tennis racket, hear the roar of the crowd, and see the ball flying over the net. This isn't just a mental movie. It's a complete virtual experience, making it an incredibly powerful tool for training and improvement. By harnessing this state, we can leverage the mind-body connection in a way that's impossible in our waking life, preparing our brains and bodies for peak performance. So how does this dream practice actually translate into real-world improvement? The magic lies in our brain's neural pathways. Think of these pathways like trails in a forest. The first time you learn a new skill, like playing a chord on a guitar, you're blazing a new trail. It's difficult, and you have to think about every single movement. Your brain is slowly building a new connection, a new neural pathway. The more you practice that chord, the more you walk that trail. The trail becomes wider, clearer, and easier to travel. Eventually, playing that chord becomes second nature. You don't even have to think about it. This process of strengthening neural connections through repetition is called neuroplasticity, and it's the physical basis of learning and memory. Here's the fascinating part. Research has shown that practicing a skill in a lucid dream can strengthen these same neural pathways just as effectively, and in some cases even more so, than waking practice. When you mentally rehearse an action in a lucid dream, your brain fires in a pattern that is remarkably similar to the pattern it would fire in if you were physically performing the action. A 2010 study from the University of Bern in Switzerland provided compelling evidence for this. They had participants practice a simple finger-tapping sequence. The group that practiced the sequence in a lucid dream showed significant improvement in their speed and accuracy when they performed the task while awake, an improvement comparable to the group that practiced physically. The brain regions associated with motor planning and execution were activated during the dream practice. Essentially, from your brain's perspective, the practice was real. This means that every time you successfully land a difficult skateboard trick or flawlessly deliver a speech in a lucid dream, you are literally rewiring your brain for success. You are paving and reinforcing those neural pathways, making the action easier and more automatic when you attempt it in the waking world. It's like getting extra hours of practice time while your body rests and recharges. One of the greatest advantages of using lucid dreams for skill development is the opportunity for perfect practice. We've all heard the saying, practice makes perfect, but a more accurate version might be, perfect practice makes perfect. If you practice a tennis serve with poor form over and over, you're not getting better at tennis. You're just getting better at serving with bad form. You're reinforcing the wrong muscle memory and ingraining bad habits that can be incredibly difficult to unlearn. In the real world, physical limitations, fear of failure, or lack of resources can get in the way of perfect practice. You might get tired, you could injure yourself, or you might not have access to a proper court or equipment. Lucid dreaming eliminates all of these barriers. In the world of your dream, you are free from the constraints of physics and physical fatigue. You can practice that complex gymnastics routine for hours without getting tired or risking a fall. You can attempt a high dive 100 times without ever having to climb out of the pool. This allows you to focus purely on technique and execution. Furthermore, you can use your dream control to create the ideal training environment. You can slow down time to analyze your movements in minute detail. Imagine a golfer being able to watch their swing in super slow motion from multiple angles, making tiny adjustments until it's absolutely flawless. You can conjure up a virtual coach to give you feedback or create any scenario you need to practice under pressure, like giving a presentation to a huge, critical audience, but without any of the real-world consequences. This ability to rehearse flawlessly and without fear builds incredible confidence and strengthens what we call muscle memory. Muscle memory isn't actually stored in your muscles, of course. It's the automation of a skill through the strengthening of those neural pathways we talked about. By repeatedly performing an action perfectly in a lucid dream, you are programming your central nervous system to execute that skill with precision and ease when you wake up. So, as we've seen, lucid dreaming is far more than just a quirky mental phenomenon. It's a powerful and accessible tool for personal growth and development. By becoming aware within our dreams, we unlock a personal training ground that is available to us every single night. It's a space where we can tap into the profound mind-body connection, using the power of our consciousness to directly influence our physical capabilities. The science is clear. Practicing skills within a lucid dream strengthens the neural pathways in our brain, creating tangible improvements in our waking life performance. It's a form of mental rehearsal that is more vivid, immersive, and effective than simple visualization alone. The opportunity for perfect practice is perhaps its most compelling feature. In the safe and limitless environment of a lucid dream, we can rehearse complex actions flawlessly, without physical fatigue, risk of injury, or fear of failure. We can break down movements, correct our form, and build robust muscle memory that translates directly into real-world competence and confidence. Whether you're an athlete looking to gain a competitive edge, an artist seeking to refine your craft, a professional aiming to overcome public speaking anxiety, or simply someone interested in unlocking more of your human potential, lucid dreaming offers a fascinating and powerful path forward. It invites us to reconsider the very nature of sleep, transforming it from a passive state of rest into an active period of learning, growth, and self-discovery. The journey into your own mind is one of the most exciting adventures you can ever take. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the world of lucid dreaming, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more explorations into the amazing power of the human mind.